Hello YouTube, this is Yin-Yang Investor. Welcome back to my channel. I spent a lot of time putting together my quarterly financial updates, and if you enjoy what you see, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's take a look, see what the first quarter of 2026 brought changes to my assets and liabilities and how it changed my net worth. Cash, I'm down about 25,000. Okay, this is mainly paying tuition for my graduate school, and it's quite substantial because I'm waiting to deploy this money to help my parents move to the US and then buy a house. So I have this in a high interest savings account right now. Precious metals went up by 10%. It's not nearly as much as back in January. I remember this figure hit $600,000+. It was crazy, okay? It was crazy. Equities, I'm actually down 15K. This is due to the war in Iran. But, recently I made this summary on April 1st. And yesterday, Trump announced that the war announced a ceasefire. So now the stock market is going back to all-time high. So I recouped a lot of this losses. And actually almost, I think, 1.08 million. Not exactly sure, but I definitely rebounded. Real estate, for the sake of ease, I didn't. I keep it the same. So all in all, my assets actually didn't change very much. Okay, but that's fine. When you have a long-term growth mindset, these are short-term fluctuations. It's fine, right? And once again, I'm drinking Vita Cocoa water. No sponsorship. It's too small a channel, but I love it. I drink 1 or 2 a day. It's very refreshing and hydrating. Debt, credit card, I pay it off every month, of course. No car, student loan went up by 10K. There's no interest rate, so why not, right? No line of credit, no personal borrowing. Real estate loan, paid that off by 20K. Mortgage, regular payment down 4K. All in all, my debt reduced by 14,000, down to 530K. Not bad. Oops. Anyways, assets barely changed. Debt went down 14K. So all in all, my net worth right now is $2.61 million. Increase of $12,000. Okay. So, I just filed my taxes. So, usually the first quarterly net worth update, I give an outlook on my last year's income and my projections. So, let's take a look compared to 2024. In 2024, I worked 12 months. Dentist income, 137. 2025, I only worked 3 months. And then I took a few months off. And then I started school in July, so I only worked 3 months in 2025, 50K. Right? If I worked the whole year, maybe 200K. Government salary, I don't have any. Government reimbursement, this is actually some leftover relocation reimbursement from 2024 actually, but they're just catching up now. Actually, they paid me $77,000. That's not bad for a couple month move. Government benefits, $50,000. This is because they pay veterans who served 6 years or more $50,000 when they pursue a post-secondary education. So they paid me out a check, almost 50K. Not bad. I doubled my online business income, 63,000. Very good. This barely took any time, maybe like an hour or 2 a week at most. So very good income. Okay, I'm looking to grow that to 100,000. I don't have any active income this year. Interest, negligible. Real estate flipping, lost 70K in 2024. Otherwise, I would have reached $400,000 income, but didn't do any speculation in the real estate market this year. Rental income doubled because I don't live in the house anymore, so I rented upstairs and downstairs out. This cash flow definitely supports my living expenses in United States. Tax refund, I paid less tax, so my tax refund is less. Okay, I haven't paid any taxes for like 3-4 years just because I've so much write off so many expenses and tax credit. They audit me every year. The tax revenue agency audit me every year, but everything's above board. Okay, I pay almost $2,000 for accountant, and as a result, I reap benefits of paying $0 in income tax. Fantastic. Okay, and I'm using this opportunity, of making no income to draw down my RSP. So, yeah. So, good tax planning goes a long way. Okay. Barely any change this year. I think at one point in January, my net worth reached almost 2.9 million. Okay, that's my year-end goal for this year. Okay, 2.9 million, and I reached that in January. I was getting pretty cocky about it, and then silver and gold crashed, and then the Iran war started. So I'm back to $2.6 million. Okay, but it's up and down, right? The financial market is a roller coaster. You want to be invested, there's some fluctuations. You gotta have a peace of mind and stay invested. Don't let emotions dictate your way of investing. Okay, anyways, how did the last few months affect the world events or anything affect your portfolio? Leave a comment below, let me know. As well, enjoy the spring and summer ahead, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.